boom, 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 boom. We are live, baby, live. Welcome to Pub Sports Radio, NCAA Net Profit. It's Friday, March 18th, day 2, Max, of the tourney. I know your mind is on watching these games, but we have games to get to. And I think the best games of the day are on this later slate. I'm waiting for some dogs maybe to bark as favorites smash some of these small schools early on today. What do you think?
I am sick of watching fucking favorites win, Connor. Like, this is supposed to be the tournament of underdogs, and like, where the fuck are they? Obviously, credit to St. Pete's, credit to Richmond for being the ones that can bark and bark loud. Michigan was not a dog, so let's just let's not get twisted. I've enjoyed the basketball to an extent. I haven't seen a buzzer beater. What the fuck? I don't like being robbed of my yearly March Madness moments that I rely on to keep me interested. So live betting is good. I'm hurting Gus in the best way possible in his pocket, because if I tried to hurt him physically, it probably wouldn't work out well for me.
Well, I'd like to see that buzzer beater for you. But not in this Miami SC game. I just want you to get your 60 points. I need to stay under in that game, 140, and we're good to go. I think we'll see a buzzer beater later tonight.
I'm hoping that the buzzer beater that we get is going to be in the Texas-Virginia Tech game, and it's going to be a first half money line buzzer beater for Texas. Then they can lose the game, full game.
Okay. And I was just, right before I came in here, I clicked, the game's on in the background. And they're interviewing, Chris Beard. What are you doing well? He's just like, well, our team's a lot different when we're hitting shots. I always say that. She's like, no shit. Like, because they always come and play defense, but that offense is horrible. But if they're hitting their shots, basically any team, they start playing better, because they came out and hit some threes early. I have it tied right now. Maybe you're a little ahead of me, but 18-18 in that one. So, yeah, ugly games early, and the favorites just won. And we can, Auburn took care of business. Purdue, Yale. Yale didn't make a basket, I watched, for like 8 or 9 minutes. It was, that was rough TV.
Yeah, but then they decided to make buckets, and they didn't lose by 30 points like they were supposed to.
That's true. Yeah, in the end, they made a few buckets. They bring in all the bench guys. They're still trying real hard until the last second, but didn't matter. Ohio State beat Loyola Chicago's offense was 0, which can happen with them. And it happened at the worst time. Let's check just on yesterday. Was all right. Kansas, the game went under. Eastern Washington covered, but that game did not go over. That sailed over. So for the show bets here was 2-1. Let's get right to today, though, Max. Let's get rolling. Do you want to hit on the line movement real quick? Real quick on these games?
Yeah, for sure. I always like to talk about line movement. It is important to note. It's important to know where the money has been and where the line has gone from where it opened. Davidson, obviously, we've seen some money and some favor come towards them with Foster Loiter and that storyline. The total's gone south towards 140 and 140.5 from 141, and we've seen Michigan State become just a 1-point favorite, and pick'ems are starting to pop up on the board. We have seen little movement in the Fullerton Duke game, so not worth noting. We have seen a fistful of movement, BBW's freaking Kakooch fistful of fucking movement with Iowa State and LSU. 124 opener and as high as 129 right now on that total. And with LSU opening up as a 5-point favorite, we're now starting to see a couple 3.5s for them, and those just look very appetizing to me. Colgate, Wisconsin, we saw that total dip down a little bit, and it's really going to depend on the catch and shoot ability of Colgate in this matchup. And they've been a popular dog before and did not come through. Hopefully they can for us tonight and whoever's backing them. They did open up as an 8-point dog. We are seeing 7.5s right across the board right now. And with UAB in Houston, this could be one of those Vermont spots of last night. UAB is an 8.5-point dog. It has pretty much stayed there all day now. We're finally starting to see some 9s pop on the board. So very interesting lack of line movement there, Connor. And just in the Chattanooga game, a surprising move to the over with the assumption that Casey Hankton and Silvio De Souza are going to have problems containing Kofi Coburn, aka Kofi Cockburn. So yeah, I think that we got some interesting games. We got a little bit of line movement, and I'm not going to talk about Seton Hall because fuck them.
I knew you were going to say that. Yeah, if I had a last name like that too, I would change it right away. I was a little kid for Kofi there. Let's get to that game, Max. Let's get right to the first one. Chattanooga, Illinois here. They're 8-point favorites. This total's 137. We saw him kind of get bounced. Do they have the revenge kind of we remember this last year? We came in here, top team, one of the top teams, hot, and get bounced. Some reason I just don't think they're a complete team, ins and outs. They might get by today against Chattanooga. I wish I was getting double digits, but like I talked about yesterday, these numbers are pretty sharp on a lot of these dogs in the last few years. They've really caught up with you, where I thought a few years ago it would have been 11 or 12 points easy. Can Chattanooga hang around? What do you like here, Chattanooga, Illinois?
Listen, I want to start to see some dogs have a shot. And how many times have we watched these Coach Underwood Illinois teams falter, fuck up, and have problems? Let alone the fact that this program already has a win straight up against Illinois in the last 7 years. I think that that's an interesting point that they can make also. You guys can do it. You guys have the talent. You have this, you have that. So it will be interesting to see how this game starts off and what kind of production you get from the perimeter with this Illinois team. We've seen how Kofi Coburn makes it very easy to get open or lightly contested 3-point shot opportunities. And if you can hit those, Illinois is going to freaking make Chattanooga look bad. I think that Chattanooga is going to be able to bring some of that 30% 3-point defense that we've seen them be able to maintain all year around. But what I find the most important mission on the defensive side of the basketball for Chattanooga is being able to limit the foul attempts that you're putting this Illinois team on the line. They are a team that wants to shoot volume free throws. They are a team that wants to get those fouls and build up those team fouls off offensive rebounding. And if you can limit that while taking care of the basketball in the half court, I don't see why Chattanooga shouldn't be able to stay in this game and at least give Illinois a shot. So
I agree. I hope they can do it. We will see here early. Yeah.
I'll also say this, I do have inside information that all the local strippers at Diamonds and Lace Show Bar in Chattanooga, Tennessee, will be cheering them on by bouncing up and down for 5 consecutive minutes to start the game. Now, that is a beautiful sight to watch for 5 whole minutes if you're at that strip club on freaking Honest Street.
Even in Chattanooga. Even in a town like Chattanooga.
Even in Chattanooga. I bet you they got a couple strippers that are fresh off the maternity freaking absence, and now they're ready to dance again. All
right. I like to hear that. Breaking news from Maxwell Smart. Thanks for letting me know that. It makes me feel better about the first 5 minutes of this game. Let's get to the next one. Cal State Fullerton, Duke. Duke's laying 18.5 here. This total is 145. Is Duke just going to turn it around? All that the players think it's the last, hurrah here for Coach K. I mean, I don't know. Favorites have covered all morning long, especially these big favorites that have been 15 or more have all covered the number. Villanova just got it done as well. Can Cal State Fullerton cover this big number, Max? I think they can, maybe. This total's interesting, too, at 145. Tell me what you like here. Cal State Fullerton, Duke.
Yeah, listen, I think that when we look at this Fullerton team, they're going to have to be able to score inside versus this interior Duke defense. And I just don't see the success that is going to follow that. What has been the biggest issue for this Fullerton team is 3-point shooting. And while they did make a miraculous run to get here with Damari Milstead really taking over the show and giving you that 3-point threat, I don't know if they can carry that over into the big tournament. You know, EJ Ananoski and Damari Milstead were combining for 37 points in the 3 games in the Big West tournament. That is some pretty interesting production when thinking about how it's going to carry over to this quality of opponent. I think that EJ Ananoski, with his 1 year at Tennessee, does give him that good Power 5 experience. I hope that he's confident and that he establishes good inside position, but I'm just not willing to put my money on Fullerton in this spot versus this Duke defense. At the end of the day, as good as Fullerton's 3-point shooting was in the last 3 games, it doesn't make up for all the freaking trauma I've seen them suffer throughout the season. So I think that the Big West champion is going to get smacked around and put in their place.
Yeah, as it's changed here, a few books right as we speak. I saw WinBet hit 19, William Hill 19, so now 19s because it's been at 18 and a half basically for a long time, Max. So obviously Duke money coming in. We'll see if Duke can get it done. They have had so many successes early, and they've had some ass clinchers over the years a few times in round 1 games. Let's keep going here. Iowa State, LSU. This totals 129. Iowa State just has a problem scoring the basketball right now, Max, and that's not a good thing. Against LSU. LSU played really good defense early. Obviously, the coach is gone, Will Wade. Maybe they play more loose. It's tough for me. I would like to take Iowa State in these points, but the way they're playing, it's kind of like Marquette yesterday. I just don't want anything to do with them. To me, this is LSU or just pass, and I could look under a little bit. I think the line's pretty sharp. What do you like, Iowa State, LSU?
Yeah, I'm all about LSU in this spot. I love the multiple double-digit scores that you could potentially have on this team, even with their poorest 3-point shooting. I think that that's the biggest issue offensively with them, but with how physical they are and how good they are at establishing low position and getting those high percentage looks, I don't see a problem with it. I love how LSU rebounds the basketball in total. I love how they attack all kinds of drivers. So you're getting side blocks that end up being blocks that you can turn into transition buckets. And being able to block a shot and keep it in bounds and get it to one of your teammates is 2 totally different things. And that's where I think that LSU is going to show a lot of promise tonight. I think not having Will Wade and his negativity around, in my opinion, from a psychological standpoint, would make sense. We won't know until they hit the floor, but even at the number, especially now that I can get 3.5 at minus 105, there's no way I'm not taking LSU in the spot.
Yeah, there are a few 3.5s out there. Real quick before we get to the next game, shout out to the chat. Best goddamn chat in the goddamn game here at Pub Sports Radio, Max. Eric, what's up, my guy? Cash Action Bets, Polly Walnuts, Tease, what up? Ron Lofton, AJN, what's up? JAL Logistics, what's up? He's liking TCU. We'll see. TCATL, what's up, my guy? P. Preston in the chat. What's going on, my man? JPZ, Ron Lofton, Nasty Nate up in here. Razor Sharp Picks. Check out my guy later on. There is horse racing. There's college basketball money to be made, and the ponies will be running tonight. So check out my guy, Razor Sharp Picks, tonight, live here, just after our show here, right when we get done about an hour later at 7 Eastern. Raymond, what's up? Rants, it's going down. Shout out to everybody. Lance LaRose, good to see you, my man. Ryan, how you doing, my man? Shout out to everybody. Rodney Barton up in here. What up, Rodney? Roland G, what's up? Cab up in here. Probably smoked a few blunts already today. What's up, Mark? What's going down? I can't wait to do that when we're in San Antonio. Good to see. Real Deal Prime, the grinder, selling heat pumps all across Canada. Still live today, probably tuning us in. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Hit the goddamn like button. You don't want me to go psycho, as Max would say. So let's get to the next one, Max. Wright State, Arizona. Arizona, huge favorites here, 21.5. The total's massive too, 156.5. Does Arizona roll here? This is a big number, 21.5. Wright State can score, but will they be able to score on this Arizona team? What do you think here?
Listen, I think that with the way that Tanner Holden can really take over a game and beat a bigger defender, it's not out of this world to think that 67.5 points is not a freaking far ride to freaking get on. When we look at this Wright State team, when they're getting and they're on, they can produce 3 or 4 guys that can give you outlier type games. And with Grant Basile and freaking Tanner Holden as your 1-2 tandem, that's the type of team that can really cause you havoc in March. Now, with Arizona, the problem is most teams can't freaking practice for what they're going to see from this team. And I think that one of the things that you have to take into consideration is what is the backcourt rotation going to be? How much more emphasis is Dalen Terry going to get? How much more run is he going to get? And can he continue to be as impressive offensively as he's been? Kerr Kalisa, obviously with the heavy bruising on his ankle and foot, he probably does not go tonight, in my opinion. If he does, he's a goddamn trooper. But with Dalen Terry, you still have a guy that can give you that facilitation, rebound from the guard spot, and has better size. So what I need from Arizona tonight is a good start, hitting threes, getting to the free throw line, running the floor, because what team in the nation can really contend with Arizona's big men when they start to run up and down the floor? I look at Christian Koloko. He's the difference maker tonight. And Benedict Mathurin, fellow Canadian of mine, Conor, from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, he's going to be fucking with his eyes open. So you want to give me some Wright State team total over, I'd be down with that. But I think Arizona's putting up 90 plus in this game. And I think that Wright State is going to learn that the hard way.
All right. Excellent. We'll see. I want to get to this game, Max. This one, first round game here in Pittsburgh. This team plays well at home, and on the road, they have trouble, especially covering numbers, maybe not winning. And other times on the road, they play well, about a third of the time. UAB, Houston. This line, like you talked about, 8.5. Now there's 9s. Money coming in on Houston. I was interested in this total. I thought it was a little bit high at 138. What do you like here, UAB, Houston?
Yeah, listen, I think that with a lot of UAB games, I found a niche for them when they were at home and betting them in the second half to beat a team by double digits. This is not one of those situations. I think from an offensive standpoint, Houston has been pretty efficient, even though the numbers are inflated versus some of their non-conference opponents. I do think that with UAB, there is a lot of focus on Jordan Walker, but I think that it's all about what you get from other guys on that team with freaking Loven and freaking Mike Ertl, Quan Jackson. There's a bunch of different guys that can step up and make a difference for UAB. They need a whole team effort, but what they need most importantly, in my opinion, is Trey Jemison down low to be able to back somebody down, score with his back against the bucket. And I think that he needs to be able to stay on the floor defensively to give you some rim protection. Houston is going to abuse you on the glass otherwise. Now, when Houston wins, Conor, we do see them win convincingly. I think that this is an opportunity for UAB to show that they belong in this game by showing that they can keep this game close in the first half. I want to bet UAB first half, and then I want to go from there. I think that this is two very defensive efficient teams, but Houston's defense is on a different level. And what happens every year when we doubt these Houston matchups and think they're going to get upset? They don't, and then they go to the Final Four of the Elite Eight. So I'm
Yeah,
nervous. I'm nervous. That's why I like UAB first half.
I like it too. I like this full game under as well. God damn it, if this Miami SC game goes to OT, it's gonna piss me off here. Notre Dame is winning at halftime though, right? 41-36. Okay. Let's get to the next one, Max.
I need
Davidson,
2 points.
Michigan State. What's up?
I need 2 points.
I know you'll get your 2 points. Don't worry about that. You got 2 points. We all win here at net profit. We're all gonna win. Just no OT. Davidson, Michigan State here. Michigan State 1 point favorites. This total is 140. You know, for all the public, the money's all over Michigan State here, Max. But I think Davidson's a team that can win here. Obviously, the line's short. What do you think here? This total is 140 as well. Michigan State kind of been an over team all year. We know how Davidson can shoot. Not a very fast-paced team, but offensively efficient. Can shoot the three. What do you like, Davidson, Michigan State?
I think that the key for Davidson is how they play in the first half. That first half defense has to be effective, has to be deadly. And I think that when you look at Davidson and the fact that they've been able to keep some pretty high potent offenses under 30 points in the first half, that's number one mission for you to get off to a good start defensively. If you're not hitting your shots, that's okay. We've seen this Davidson team step up their offensive production in the second half, and I do expect them to be a team that I'm looking to bet on at halftime like normal. They are one of my second half bet on teams. Now, no disrespect to Michigan State. I do think that if Tyson Walker is not 100% healthy, it does take away some of the allure that we've come to know and love in the last couple games from this Michigan State team because of that 2-point guard system that they can play separately or together. I think obviously when you have a natural 7-footer like Marcus Bingham, who has gotten confident and more confident as the season goes on, he's got to establish himself early for Michigan State. But most importantly, Max Christie, this is why you came to Michigan State. Let's see the assertiveness. Let's see you take over a game when it counts most. So earn that 5-star recruit. I'm very skeptical of that happening. And then, Conor, you have to look at the Foster Loyer situation. Foster Loyer made more threes in the first 2.5 months of the season than he did his whole career at Michigan State. I think that this is the perfect opportunity to tell your teammates and be like, yo, it's time to fucking serve this old son of a bitch a nice bowl of cock soup and be like, yeah, you didn't give me the minutes. You didn't give me the chance. You wish you had this scoring production this year. Now let's fucking send them home in March. Davidson, baby. I'm behind the storyline. It's a sweet fucking story, and it'll be even sweeter if it comes true.
Yeah, I agree. To me, it's just I don't want Michigan State. People probably are just lean on Izzo and Michigan State that they're just going to win here. I don't think so. We'll see. Let's get to this next one. Interesting matchup. You mentioned it in the line breakdown, Max. Colgate, Wisconsin. Wisconsin just playing, like 45 minutes, an hour away. They're 7.5-point favorites. How's Davis's ankle? I think he's fine, but we will see early. Totals 140. You talk about it. South Dakota State didn't hit their shots, 44% from three. Well, the next best team's Colgate. They hit 40 from three. And you mentioned they've had problems in the past and these upsets the last few years when they've been in the tournament. Can they get it done today or at least cover this 7.5 number? What do you like, Colgate, Wisconsin?
Listen, I'm taking another shot with this Colgate team, even though, in my opinion, they're a worse off team than they were last year without Jordan Burns. But this is an opportunity for Tucker Richardson and Jack Ferguson, who are very good catch and shoot 3-point shooters, to have their fucking way. It's about getting into rhythm early, getting those fucking shots, making that extra pass. And if Colgate can do that, they're going to be able to stay in this game. But there's a little devil on my shoulder saying to me, Max, like, don't be fucking fooled. This is a Patriot League team versus a Big Ten team. However, the Big Ten has not done themselves any favors so far in this tournament. So I think that there's some very simple defensive keys for Colgate. if you are going to stop Johnny Davis, you have to make Johnny Davis a jump shot shooter. And that's where your big men and Keegan Records and Jeff Woodward have to be more mobile and defend with their feet, not with their reaching in. So I think that's a big freaking thing that they have to overcome. From a rebounding perspective, they have to keep this Wisconsin team off the offensive glass. It has to be one and done. If they have a whole bunch of extended possessions where you're already having to guard 20 seconds, that is going to end up in Colgate giving up points. I'm going to ride Colgate early, Connor, but I will have a quick trigger finger to freaking get on Johnny Davis in Wisconsin.
Yeah, they really need to focus on him, obviously, lock him down. I think, and just shots need to be made, You got it, Max. Now just end this freaking game here. End it.
Now I want the Texas first half money line. Come on, Texas. Don't break my heart.
Yeah, it's going to end up tied, I think. 31-31. Someone double check me on in the chat, but I think it's 31-31.
My book is telling me some bullshit.
I got 31-31.
I got 31-30.
Well, I have 31-31.
No. Now I have 31-31. I just saw the foul. Fucking bullshit.
Okay. All right. Okay. Just let us know. Anyways, I'm behind. You guys probably got it on live. Let's get to the last game here, Max. I believe it is the last one tonight. TCU, Seton Hall, rocking the TCU jacket because my girlfriend had freezing air conditioning in here, so I had to put on a goddamn jacket. So what do you like here? I know your hatred for Seton Hall. Obviously, both these teams can play defense. But with Miles and all the money seems to be going on Seton Hall. I like TCU a little bit here in this spot. What do you like?
Connor, you know how I am very biased when it comes to the teams that I hate. And I will just spite bet against Seton Hall. I will not. Okay. Fuck! God damn you, Virginia Tech. I will not bet on Seton Hall. I rather. Oh my God! What a shot! What a shot! 34-32. Texas wins it.
I was waiting for that. That was awesome.
Hold on.
Oh my God. Okay, sorry, Connor. I'm simply betting TCU first half to see if they can match up with Seton Hall defensively, if they can overcome some of their size, and if Mike Miles is going to put them on their shoulders and run them through this game. I think that this is a beatable matchup for them, and Bryce Aiken's absence will be noted and missed if he can't go, which from what I've read, he won't. So I just think that Seton Hall, from a defensive standpoint, they should be the favorite here. I just think that in this tournament time, it's going to be TCU rolling for the Piglet.
Yeah, does Aiken go? I don't think he goes. We'll see. I mean, what's the news you have? It's just game time? That's all I have.
I thought that he was ruled out for the season, but you never know with these guys.
That's true. If he's out, I like TCU even more. I'll take a shot with him. Yeah, and the money's on them. The lines move, though, a little bit the other way to Seton Hall. Who gives a shit at this time of year, all that talk. Let's see if TCU can get it done. Shout out to everyone in the chat. We got to get going because these games are driving Max crazy as he's screaming on the show. And I can't have this game go to freaking OT. Of course, it's going to go to OT. I might have to get off the screen. But shout out to everyone in the chat. Sam, I am. What's up? He says his palms are sweaty. Wow. Get a little napkin on those palms. G. Martinez.
Yeah, lubed up hands. I've gotten them before. I may have them right now. Lubed up.
Daryl Turner, James S. Sammy Comer, what's up, my man? Shout out to Roland G. Everyone. Daryl Turner, Jay Peasy. I don't need OT. I need a under. Oh man, I knew that was gonna happen. All right, it's a loser. Just chalk me up for a dead under loser there. All right, let's get to commercials. We'll be right back with best bets. Boom, if you're in the San Antonio area, go to Southtown 101. We will be there in 1 week. Big Show's already there. He's already up and in there. Nicky Fish Tanks will be there. Nicky, you here? Or Barry, whoever he is.
22nd.
He is.
I'll be there 22nd.
There he is. This man is going to be there 22nd. You can go drink beers with this man daily. Yes, there he is. Sunlight shining right through his shot right there. Shout out to Nicky Fish Tanks for helping us out today on the 1s and 2s. All right, Max, tell me what you're going to bet here tonight in the nightcap. Is there a dog in mind? I like Chattanooga and Colgate. I have a feeling one of these teams might get rung up, and it's going to have to be a live bet situation. But what do you got pregame that you like? I know you're extremely with this tournament live betting, but what do you like here as a best bet today?
I am going to go against better judgment, and I am going to believe in the nerd, the unathletic looking player from the Davidson Wildcats, Mr. freaking benchwarmer, Mr. Garbage Minute, turned into a fucking premier national scorer and a complete difference maker. Now, Foster, this is your shot, bud. And if you shoot it and you miss, I'm getting kicked off Twitter because I'm going to say some things to you that I can never take back.
Jesus.
Give me Davidson.
I like it. I like the bet. And did Miami win? Is that final? We got an under? Miami and win? Oh, man, wow. I love it.
So you did.
I love it.
They didn't go to OT, huh?
No, it didn't, Nicky. And Miami won. I had a little bit on that, but I had way more money on the under. I like that play, Max. I like Davidson as well tonight. I don't know if I want to go to dog. I think LSU rolls at the short number, Max. And I know Iowa State's taking money a little bit, and there's 3.5s. While I like Colgate a little bit and even Chattanooga, I think one of those teams knocks them off or at least covers tonight. I'm taking LSU minus 3.5. This Iowa State team, just not the same team. Unless they get a shakeup. What I watched the last 2 weeks of the year has just been kind of like Marquette, and Marquette got bounced. LSU's got to hit their shots, though. That's one of their problems. Or this game will be close, and it will be ass-clenching. But last, I'm going to throw this on because I'm already on it. I'll tell you guys, UAB Houston, I'm on the under 138. I think this game stays under. I think it's a defensive game. When UAB's had to play teams like North Texas, when they play a team like Houston here, they're going to bottle them up. This game's in the 60s. Under 138, UAB Houston. Shout out to the chat, everyone in here. Dan Kelly, what's up? Rance, hit the like button. Sorry I didn't tell that. We're only at freaking like 35.
Smash that motherfucker.
Today was a lot shorter than normal days. But Mark, what's going on, my guy? Good to see you, Mark Schillenberg, up in the house. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Hit the like button on the way out. Do us a favor. I know everyone wants to get back and watch the game. Jefferson C, what's up, my man? Good to see you. Jake. Oh, Jake's up in here. The Jake gang up in this house. Shout out to everyone. CT Bays, what's up? Yeah, I like LSU. Let's see if they can roll tonight. All righty, Max, any last words for the chat here before we bounce?
I'll say this, like if your female partner, wife, girlfriend, lady you keep on the side says, listen, bring me some chicken tenders, bring me the freaking hard stuff,
Honey
and
mustard.
then go and do it. Don't be like Nikki down there and bring honey mustard. Bring honey, guys. You can also put it on their nipples. So there's multi-purposes for that. You gonna put honey mustard on your fucking woman? I don't
No.
fucking think so. I don't fucking think so.
What happened?
So you know what? Shout out to Miami. Great win for them. They earned it. They almost blew it. But I want a buzzer beater, Connor. And I don't want just my Texas freaking first half money line. I want another one now. I want another one now, buddy.
Since we all know you hate honey mustard, Max. What is your, I don't know. What do you think of the Chick-fil-A sauce? Is that like a different whole section to it? Do you like that? Do you hate that? You're a Popeyes guy?
Them. I don't even bother. I go into Popeyes and I ask them for some honey. If they charge me 25 cents, so be it. I can afford it.
Popeyes, good place. Some bad places, service. But
absolutely, I go to one where the people are fantastic. They know me by my first name. They know my order as soon as I come in, and they always tell me that they're going to give me a couple extra this, a little extra that, and that goes a long way for my stomach. Yeah,
shout out Daryl Turner in the chat says Pub Sports Radio needs an MLB show this season. Well, we had an MLB show last season, and I don't know what's going on with our MLB show this year.
Is on every day, Connor.
We're on every day, but I don't know.
Every day of the season.
I don't know what's going on with the MLB show, though. So that's why I don't know if I will be on the MLB show. So we will see. I have no idea. So I'll keep you guys updated if there is a MLB show. So, alrighty. And that is that. Anything else, Nikki, before you want to get out of here?
Tomorrow at noon.
UFC
early London card. I think it's like 13 or 14 fights on the card. A lot of the favorites are juiced to the gills. So tonight I'm going to be doing some extreme videotape to see if I can make some of these favorites some dogs and some situations around round props, stuff like that, KO props, submission props. It's going to be a long one. But tomorrow, join us noon Eastern for the UFC London show. Let's fucking go.
And that'll be right after the college basketball. Yep. We will be on the morning. It won't be as long as normal, but we could really break down the games tomorrow morning. Max, Babano, and me, all three of us, breaking it down tomorrow. And as Razor was in here earlier, go check out the horse show in about an hour and 15 minutes. Go make money. Go drink beer, take shots as he yells, shot time, all that crazy shit. And make money with all the horse guys. I am not sure. I might be going crazy. I have a bunch of shit to do. My mom is in town. I doubt I can make the horse show, but I will try to make the horse show next week. So I'll be there, Razor. If I'm not here this week, I'll make it next week. So shout out to everyone in the chat. What up?
7 p.m. Eastern, horses.
Oh, sorry, Connor. Yes. I have one more thing to say.
If
you guys are looking for a rabbit hole to go down on social media, hit your TikTok and search up freaking pimple poppers. It is absolutely revolting. You will not want to eat for a week after watching 5 minutes
come on.
of those videos.
You ended on that? Come on. You sick son of a bitch. All right. We're out of here. Win their money. Have a great time. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning. He's Nicky Fish Tanks. He's the great Maxwell Smart. I'm Connor Mack. We're out of here. We be pumping!
Peace!